So there's a phenomenon going on the internet now. Nowadays, it's very glamorous to be a entrepreneur or CEO or business person. Because guess what? Nowadays, you see them as making a lot of money. For most of history, these were people that were struggling very hard. And nowadays, there seems to be too much glamour. And because of that, you have all these cases of people who, some of them got lucky, some of them worked really hard, and they made some money on the internet. Whether it's some Instagram star who got famous off her photos, or someone on YouTube who made a ton of YouTube videos that went viral or just grew rapidly over time, and they now call themselves an entrepreneur, or I'm a business owner, or I'm a CEO. It's very glamorous for a lot of girls and guys to say this. But I don't think they're CEOs. I don't think they're really business people. They're YouTubers. They're Instagrammers. Businessmen? CEO? No, that's going too far. Just because you sell some type of T-shirt online, or maybe you got lucky and you found some way to sell like a membership site or whatever it is, that doesn't necessarily make you a business person. I mean, arguably it's a business model. Arguably, you're selling something, but an actual business, okay, maybe. But I think a real business person actually knows what the heck they're doing. They don't look at themselves as this person who like walks in, gives their time for money. They manage people, they manage things, they understand certain critical elements of how a business works. They actually put in some time to learn certain things. Okay, how do I get this customer to stay with me? How do I sell? How do I get more sales? What's long time customer value? And arguably the lines blur, and technically they are a business, but still it really just frustrates me or irks me when they say this, because it's like they make actual business people, people who really know what they're doing, who know about marketing, or can hire other people. And you don't necessarily have to do all this. That's another huge fallacy. The fact that you have to hire people unnecessarily, even if you don't need them to do stuff. But there's this huge thing coming about, and more people will be like this as time progresses, where it's a one-man show, it's a one-girl show, and they have pretty much all the mentalities of a hobbyist. Like they would do better to hire people, but they're too scared to, because they don't want to give control away, and they're just like doing it all themselves, and they know nothing about business, nothing about selling. They don't know what long-term lifetime customer value is, or CVO, or tripwire, or whatever else. And arguably you don't necessarily need to know all these things, but you're a CEO, you're a businessman. I think that's going too far, and it does give a bad name, or like it definitely paints a picture of glamour on what an actual businessman is, or a CEO, someone who really hustled really hard, had to learn a lot of stuff, work really hard. And nowadays, I guess people luck into it. Some of them worked really hard. I'm not gonna lie, some of them worked really hard, but others, like it or not, they lucked into it. And you can work really, really hard. A lot of YouTubers worked really, really hard to make their videos get noticed and grow their following. That makes you a YouTuber. That makes you a successful YouTuber. That doesn't necessarily make you a successful CEO or businessman. So that's that, and that's all I gotta say.